It's 7:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police are investigating a fatal accident at Belmont South. The car left the Pacific Highway and crashed into a brick wall outside the Spinnakers Leisure Park at around 7:30 last night. A 53-year-old man died at the scene. It appears he may have suffered a medical condition in the moments before the crash. Police have been given a detailed description of a man who approached a teenage girl at Scone. The 14-year-old was riding her bike along Middlebrook Road at about 5:45 on Saturday night when a car pulled up beside her and the driver offered her a lift. Sergeant Dave Rose says the girl rode to a nearby house and the car waited outside before the driver made a U-turn and left.
He's described as being of Caucasian appearance with a tan complexion, aged between 25 and 35 years, with mid-length, messy black hair and blue eyes. He has a lettered tattoo on his left forearm. At the time he was wearing a black T-shirt with white writing on the front and dark sunglasses. The vehicle in the incident is described as possibly an older model sedan. The top half of the car is red, whilst the bottom half is black. There's an old registration sticker at the front windscreen. The registration plates have red writing on a white background.
A Broadmeadow man has denied defrauding the tax office and a finance company of more than $650,000. Philip Ege has pleaded not guilty to 12 charges in Newcastle court, with his case adjourned till May. The Herald reports the 64-year-old was charged following an investigation into a fire which damaged an office block at the junction last year. It's been revealed the rezoning of King Edward Park didn't have as good a consultative process it could have, with a parliamentary inquiry into Newcastle planning decisions prompting concerns for community members and lobbyists. A 450-capacity function centre was approved for the Headland Reserve after council refused to rezone the land for private use in 2012. Kim Ostinger from the Friends of King Edward Park says the case has significance for the sale of public assets statewide.
In the last 2 years has sold $1 billion worth of public assets, and this is part of a general trend, and this is why what happens to this part of Australian public assets is so important.
Police say while the public outrage over last week's animal cruelty case at Kurri Kurri is understandable, it's up to the court to determine the appropriate punishment. More than 19,000 people have signed a petition demanding Nathan Thompson be given the harshest penalty possible after he admitted to brutally killing 9 puppies. A rally is also being held outside East Maitland Court the day Thompson is sentenced. Police say justice needs to take its course. Stockton Bridge is set for a makeover from today, with a round of routine maintenance work commencing on upgrades to a number of bridge piers. One lane will be closed to northbound traffic during school times, while a 40km/h speed limit will also be in place throughout the week, with motorists expected to experience minor delays. Hudson Borden from Roads and Maritime Services says people should plan ahead.
Closure is required because Roads and Maritime is doing some routine maintenance to the bridge there at Stockton. There will be changed traffic conditions from this morning until Friday. There may be some minor delays, and motorists are advised to plan their journey and allow extra travel time and to follow all signage.
Now with sport, Emily Crowe.
Concern is again mounting over the Jets' finances, with staff and player salary payments delayed for the second straight month. The Australian Taxation Office has been allowed to seize payments for staff wages by the FFA to the club in order to recover millions of dollars of debt accrued by Jets owner Nathan Tinkler. Jets CEO Mitchell Murphy says the issue should have been resolved overnight. Meanwhile, young Jets star Andrew Houle has been named in the Olyroos side for the Asian Football Federation's Under-23 qualifying tournament. Houle is the only Jets member to earn selection and hopes a stint on the international stage will help clear his head and improve his game. The 6-day tournament will kick off in Kaohsiung City, Taiwan on March 27. And Singleton are set to make their return to Newcastle and Hunter Rugby Union. The club will compete in Premier Rugby for the first time since 2012, opening their campaign against Nelson Bay on April 11. That's sport. I'm Emily Crowe.
To NURFM News Time, 26 to 8.